Where am I looking? Hello. Hi. Ooh, where are you looking? Where are you looking? What are you looking at right now? Feeling a little distracted, maybe in a nice way? Or are you really like navigating at the moment? What are you looking at? Oh. Where are you looking? Hi, guys. The desk has never been so clean. I listed it. See if we got any takers. So where am I looking? How are you guys doing? What's going on? I think there's just been so much energy, so much intense energy. This almost... Excuse me. Let your past go. 1:11 on the clock. So you know that you're in this new direction. On this channel, the past 6 readings or so have been on the same storyline. I don't know if that's exactly going to continue, probably, but also I feel like the energy does feel a little bit more calm in the chaos. Like I feel like you are maintaining your calm in the chaos. And being encouraged to let the past go. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. And then we've got creative writing. It definitely was getting a little bit more of a journaling. I really feel like you're floating a little bit more right now. Like you're deciding to surrender and to trust even more. Let's keep going here. Let's get 2 more angel cards, please, Spirit, for the collective. Where am I looking? Perspective change as well. Refocus. And someone could also be directing your attention or telling you to look at something right now. Like they're pointing out something that is hidden in plain sight. And you're like, what am I looking at? And then you see it and there's that moment of gratitude, obviously, for when you get to see something that you would have missed because someone brought it to your attention. Creative writing. Archangel Gabriel. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. You have some stories. You have some lessons that you've learned that you feel like are teachable and that you can share. There's almost like an inverse of the colors, right? Like not quite a mirror image, but it's quite balanced with these colors. Lots of deep indigo blue and yellowish gold, maybe like a more light neutral peach kind of vibe. Okay, creative writing. One more, Spirit. What else? That's way too many. It's way too many, but I saw family in the reverse. Steady progress, but in the reverse, and child sideways. So this could be a book literally that you've been thinking about writing for a really long time. And there could be something around not wanting to hurt a family member. And that's why you've held back in this creative writing pursuit. but you're being guided to go ahead and do it, especially if there is a child involved, or if this is going to help to heal or validate your own little one inside of you, meaning like the younger version of yourself. I don't know. Some of you might also be thinking of conception. She almost is holding herself as though she's found out something, that she's pregnant. Or if adoption's on the table, this could be you deciding to move towards that. And there's something about telling your story in the in-between, before becoming a mother or before having another child, or while you still have this time to yourself to write out about your past. On the bottom of the deck, moon cycles. Excuse me. Guys, I've been gardening. I plan to stop. So, my cough, that's what it is, in all transparency. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Good. We have the Sun. Good. We have the Magician. Good. 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 You're no longer willing to hang out in this battle. You're no longer willing to allow other people's opinions literally like beat you down to a point where you feel bruised or broken or bleeding. I'm just thinking of the traditional tarot weight card, the Nine of Wands, and he's got the bandage on his head. So moving away from that, no longer taking, again, like this is about your past. There's family stuff involved here, whether this is the family that you were born to or that you've created. And I see this bringing a lot of happiness to you and an ability to manifest, even like if the story hasn't ended yet and you wanted to start to creative write, like you write about your legitimate past, but then you go into like scripting out the rest of the story as though you're writing your future as the Magician. What else here? Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's the advice of what to talk about. So, yeah, Ten of Pentacles is like, you've got everything. When it's in reverse, nah, you don't. We've got the Devil in reverse, with the Chariot in reverse. Can't stand this guy. And it's just such different imagery and colors than the whole rest of the deck. It's so interesting. Also, half of my decks are in a different state in the United States. So I'm working with decks that I really haven't worked with in quite a while, and it's really nice. It's really nice. So there's something too you could be tapping back into that you haven't done in a long time, and it's feeling it not only like familiar and comfortable and like creative, but like reminiscent too, nostalgic in a way. You've got memories tied to this activity or whatever this is you do, or if that is writing. Maybe you are a writer and you took a long pause and you've been thinking about it and you really want to switch genres, and you're deciding to do more of, it looks like more of like an autobiography. And you're being encouraged to really do this because you are taking your voice back. You're taking your opinions into your own hands and writing about them. It brings you great joy, allows you to manifest. You've clearly got stories. And this Devil and Chariot in reverse, it's not moving. Whatever this thing was that used to block you in the past, like a fear or an obsessive thought in going forward. If you ruminated around the idea of going forward with writing this and it brought you stress. Whatever that was, it's gone now, or there's no need to stress out about it so much. Okay. What else? But yeah, people will be spying and curious about what it is that you're writing. Some people might not feel so happy about it. I think we're obvi. That's that's what this reading is about, and that I think that you understand that you really don't owe anyone anything, because it feels like this dynamic that was in the past really wasn't serving you well. Almost sneezed. Almost like a really good release, but you couldn't. And now you have the opportunity to do that, to pour out any remaining sadness or pain in your emotional body, your mental body. Overall message. Releasing burdens. 10 of Wands in reverse. With what? The 4 of Swords in reverse. You are letting go of this wounding, this pain, this inability to rest and recover in the past. Huge burden that you've literally released. You've not only let go of the 9 of Wands, you've let go of the 10 of Wands too. And you're gonna pour out whatever pain. This is the Ace of Cups in reverse. Good, she's not naked. Okay, good. I don't know, maybe there's something there too, oh good, she's not naked. Maybe you just feel more protected. You don't feel as scared to be so vulnerable, because you have the Sun and the Magician, and in the environment around you have the Devil in reverse with the Chariot in reverse. I like that. That's a lot better than the Devil and Chariot coming straight at ya. They're not. So I really feel like whatever fear or worry you have around this creative writing idea and how you felt blocked from doing it because of other people's feelings. So you're ready to step into that. Okay, so what's the message as this writer, this creative writer, steps into this future? Got the Sacred Traveler deck here. So love that. Oh, yeah. Narrow pathway in reverse. This was what you had to do for so long. Tread thoughtfully up on this rickety bridge. Plummet to your death. That's what it felt like. Who are you? Why are you upside down? Oh yeah, 9 of. Okay, good. So you don't have to tread thoughtfully anymore. I feel like your feet are on the ground. Very grounded in yourself. Okay, so if this is a part of the continued story and the theme of the past 2 readings, and you are a creative writer, then this relationship that ended with this clockwork orange creep, doesn't it look like it? It's creepier. Ugh. Oh. I just don't like that card at all. Feels menacing. You don't have to worry about that energy anymore because you've taken your sovereignty back, right? And if this is your reading and this is a continuation from the past few readings with this clockwork orange creepy guy, it's just you're at the end of it now. You're floating. The cycle ended, and now it's really, really coming to a full close. And you're able to put your feet safely on the ground without having to walk on eggshells. And you're able to take the experiences that you just lived through for however long. 9, 10 years for some people. Like a decade. I don't know. Maybe 10 months. But for a lot of people, like 9, 10 years. That's a long time. So you're free? Okay, what else, Spirit? What else? That was part of the energy that, like, I felt opening up to this reading. Like, you have redirected your energy. You've made it through this impasse. You've been able to be strategic and clever and quick and nimble. Possibly really quiet, and possibly at times you definitely have like caused some distractions on purpose. Because squirrels, they can act real squirrely sometimes. And could have made you feel like you were losing, you were going nuts for a while, right? This big old wall ahead of you that you didn't know how to pass through, and you had to walk on eggshells, and you had to be really strategic. And now you're right here. So you have ascended the mountain. You've been in hermit phase, and now you're coming out of feeling like you were in hiding or in solitude for so long. You could also really be interested in socializing, but if it just feels like you're really focusing also on what you want to create, it looks like business and family potentially, and love, friendships, community, all of that. Like you're in a very new, fresh start. And I just don't believe that the journey going forward is going to be as uphill climb as it was, because this card came out in reverse. What else? Infinite abundance, miracles, fogged in. This is what you were living. Infinite abundance and miracles in reverse and fogged in. Like, heavily blocked by whatever this was. This was, you were blocked, you had a huge uphill battle, you literally had to like defy gravity and death and be extremely courageous while walking on eggshells around this devil in reverse energy. And Voyage of the Heart. This is helping you to open up to love, to more miracles, to more abundance, and really also opening up to the cycles of the earth and nature and just becoming more one with all. Love flows through you and to you. And you've got fellow travelers. So you're not alone in this. Although at times it feels that way, or it appears that way. Remember, you've always got spiritual assistance and guidance with you at all times. And it really, it feels like you are clearing out the very end of a cycle and stepping into brand new relationships all across the board. Friendships, family, love, business, community, or travel, like foreign. Maybe you're going to go travel for a bit, because this indicates that you're kind of free floating a little bit. So I don't know if you're in between places and if you're contemplating what to do. Let's do that. Voyage of the heart. So follow your heart. Also, moon cycles. Really, like, just stepping into a lot more trust, surrender. Surrender more so. Where's the collective going? What am I looking at? I think you're being guided right now. And you could be receiving more spiritual guidance from your guides, your intuition. We've got gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. It did come out reverse, so you might not have believed that in the past, or you might even still be a little bit hesitant that you're going to be successful. Gates of triumph. Very triumphant. Grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Someone needs to go to Japan. Someone needs to go to Japan and see the cherry blossoms. See if there's anywhere else. Maybe some people need to go to the mountains, and some people need to go to the deserts, and some people need to go to the countryside. And where were Vikings from? Where are Vikings? So like the Northern Isles, I don't know, England, Norway. I don't know where the Vikings came from. Whoops. No, I didn't fail history, but I did not care about history when I was in high school. I care a lot more now. Anyway, fogged in. So someone needs to go somewhere where the Vikings came from. Someone needs to go to the countryside during harvest and take part in harvest. Some people need to go up to the mountains, and some people need to go to the desert. No matter what, though, and some people need to go to Japan, right? No matter what, though, you're now taking the steps and beginning the whole process of this creative writing endeavor, this seeing where your heart guides you to go. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. I'll just pick one last. What do we got? Divine order. It might not seem like things are in divine order, but they are. So again, this is surrendering like you're doing. And it says, everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Career transition underneath that with leadership, energy work, joy, courage, blessing in disguise. I'm going to leave it there. If you would like a reading with me, I only do tarot for the collective for free here on YouTube. I don't do personal readings for tarot, but I do read astrological birth charts. It's my favorite thing to do ever. If you would like to book a full session with me, link in bio. Otherwise, I do have a mini intro session that is much more affordable if you don't want to make such a huge commitment right off the bat. So if you would like to do a little mini intro birth chart reading, I would love to record for you. Link in bio. Otherwise, if not, no worries. I'll see you guys in another video. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. You're doing it. We are doing it. Just keep on walking in beauty. Keep on being the magician. Follow the sun. Ooh, follow the sun. Maybe listen to that song. Okay.